welcome to the deep dive.
Good to be here.
So today we're looking into a source that puts forward a really, interesting idea, maybe even a bit counterintuitive.
Yeah, definitely. It draws this powerful line between, well, physical fitness and success in life.
Specifically financial and business success,
Yeah.
right? Which feels like a leap for some.
It does. The core idea, the premise it puts out there is that the gym is your bank.
Okay, the gym is your bank. What does that mean exactly?
Well, it frames your body not just as, you, but as your absolute first investment, your foundational capital.
The first investment.
Yeah. And the argument is that investing in your body through fitness pays dividends that go way beyond just looking good or feeling healthy. It affects everything else.
Right, so our mission today is to kind of unpack that link the source makes, this connection between discipline in the gym and discipline elsewhere.
Precisely. It's not just saying, oh, fit people do well. It digs into how that might work.
That connects, yeah.
It argues that the actual act of consistently pushing yourself, dealing with discomfort, showing up even when you don't want to.
Delaying gratification,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Exactly. That whole process builds a very specific kind of mental toughness, resilience, and crucially, it forms habits.
Ah, okay. So it's less about the six-pack itself and more about the effort it took to get there.
That's a good way to put it. The source suggests that training hard is basically practice.
Practice for what?
Practice for handling difficulty, for being consistent. Skills you absolutely need if you're, say, building a business from scratch or managing complex finances.
So the gym is like a training ground for life skills.
Kind of, yeah. A testing ground for perseverance, for accountability. You track progress, you manage inputs like diet. It's all self-management.
And you get immediate feedback, I suppose, unlike some long-term business goals.
Right. It's tangible. You either did the reps or you didn't. You see the results, or lack thereof, relatively quickly. It reinforces that cause and effect of discipline.
Okay, and this ties back to that bank metaphor.
Directly. The source uses it constantly. Every single rep, that's a deposit. You're building capital.
And the sweat, the effort.
That's the interest compounding, building on itself.
So skipping a workout, that's like making a withdrawal.
Exactly. Or making consistently poor food choices. Little withdrawals that maybe don't seem like much one by one.
But they add up.
They add up. They can drain the account over time, eroding not just the physical results, but also that core muscle of discipline itself.
Okay, I get the internal discipline part, but the source takes it further, right? Something about perception.
It does, and this is where it gets potentially more controversial for some.
How so?
It flat out states, your body is your brand.
Whoa. Okay, unpack that.
It argues your physical state sends signals. It's not just internal. It's about how you project yourself, especially in competitive settings like business.
So showing up, looking vibrant, energetic, that matters.
The source says yes. It suggests that, look, the result of consistent physical investment sends a powerful nonverbal message about your capability, your self-control.
Like, if you're pitching investors or leading a team, your physical presence, your energy level, it influences how people see your competence.
That's the argument. Confidence, posture, just radiating energy. These things are interpreted, consciously or not, as signs of drive and self-mastery.
And the flip side, according to the source.
Well, it implies that someone who appears unable to manage their own physical well-being might be perceived, perhaps unfairly, as less capable of managing bigger, more complex challenges. It's a form of a perceived currency.
So that commitment to fitness isn't a separate thing you do. It's part of the main event.
The source frames it that way. It's like a critical business meeting you have with yourself, consistently, making those deposits into your, well, most fundamental asset.
Okay, let's sum this up then. We dove into this source, and its core argument is that physical discipline isn't just about health. It's presented as almost a universal skill.
Yeah, one that spills over directly into business, finance, pretty much any area requiring sustained effort. The body itself is positioned as a key asset, even part of your personal brand.
And that central metaphor holds it all together. The gym is the bank.
Every rep, every discipline choice is a deposit, every skip session a withdrawal.
Building toward. Well, the source says cashing out, not just in muscle.
But in money, in mindset, and ultimately in mastery over your life's challenges.
So, taking that perspective from the source, the question it leaves you with is, what are you depositing today?